Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to today's flow class. I don't know about you guys, but it's a little bit chilly where I am, so I'm keen to get straight into moving. So we're going to start at the top of our mat. We'll build some heat and then we'll slow down a little bit in the latter part of the class. So we're going to just come to our feet, really find your balance on your mat. Start to ground down through your feet. Find all four corners, so you might rock forwards and backs, forwards and back. And then you might just close down the eyes and really start to find your center of gravity. So find that tipping point. You might just go forward and back, or you might even go to the side or in small circles. And just find that point where you start to tip on each of the edges. And then once you've found that, start to come to the center. And see if you can notice where your weight tends to shift. If it's towards the front, towards the back, or to one of your particular sides. And then start to correct your standing position. So see if you can tuck that pelvis under, start to activate a little bit through the legs. So pull the kneecaps up. Draw the pelvis towards the belly button. So tuck it in and then tuck down the lower ribs. Draw the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Tuck the chin slightly towards the chest. Feel that length, so really feel that grounding into the earth through your feet. And grow tall all the way up through the crown of the head. Feel that pull all the way up towards the sky. Alright, and then once we've arrived here, we'll begin to flow. So inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Maybe look up as your palms begin to touch together. Exhale to fold forward, take the hips all the way back. Keep the heart open here as you fold forward. And then allow the head to relax all the way down. And we'll inhale to a halfway lift. So straightening through the back, you might bring the palms to the shins or keep the fingertips on the ground. Feel the sit bones pull apart from one another. Feel them pull out towards the sides. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, fold forward all the way. Relaxing the head down. We'll do a couple more like that. Inhale, straighten through the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. This time inhale, halfway lift, and keep rising with the heart. So straightening through the spine. And then reach the arms all the way out and up. As your palms touch, bring them down towards the heart space. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. This time, opening the arms to fold forward. So really opening, pulling the shoulders away from the ears, sending the heart forward, the hips back as you dive forward. We'll do a couple of halfway lifts. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, fold. And once again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And this time, sweep the arms all the way out and up, leading with your heart. And exhale, draw the lower ribs in, tuck the pelvis under, hands towards heart center. We'll do one more. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, fold, arms come out as you dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, just one. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reverse swan dive. So really try and lead with your heart as your arms come out and up overhead. And then palms come together at the heart space. Inhale, sweep the arms. This time bring the palms back behind you towards your sacrum, interlace the fingers and send the knuckles down towards your heels. So open up the shoulders, open the chest, open the heart. And then on your next inhale, really try and push your knuckles into your hips here to try and open the chest, but without compensating and sending your lower back into that arch. So we want to push the hips forward and then take the knuckles down. So really feeling that opening through the chest rather than compensating in the low back. It's almost as if you were opening your heart and sending your heart up towards the sky. One more inhale here. As you exhale, tip the hips back, shift forward as you fold over your legs. Send the knuckles all the way up over the head. You're feeling that opening in the front of the shoulders. You might bend into your right knee, take your right shoulder towards the right knee, and the knuckles over towards the right side, feeling that opening in the back of the left leg. And then inhale up through center, bend through the left leg, take your left shoulder down towards the left knee. Inhale up through center, straightening through the spine, releasing the hands. And then exhale to fold all the way down. Tiptoe your feet to about hips distance or maybe a little bit wider. Bend through the knees a little bit if you're quite high in your forward fold. Bend so that you can fold over your thighs and then take opposite elbows and really just relax the head down. Maybe you swing from side to side. Just releasing some of the tension through the back of your neck, through the spine. And then take your feet a little bit wider if you need to. Just take the hips all the way down into a nice little squat. So just for a moment here, take an inhale. Take the fingers forward and try to come to a seat as slowly and controlled as you can. If you fall down in a heap, that's okay. No one's watching. I am definitely not judging you. And we're going to come all the way down onto your back. Take the feet, walk the feet in a little bit so that you can sort of touch the back of your heels. And then we're going to press into the heels, engage the glutes, tuck the pelvis under to start lifting the lower back and then the mid back and the upper back off of the mat. So you might walk your shoulders in a little bit for a bit of support. Really engaging the glutes here to push the hips up and try not to let your knees come out. Try to keep them stacked over the ankles. Take an inhale here, push the hips up and exhale, slowly releasing down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. We'll do a couple more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. So just engaging the back body here. We'll do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. Tuck the knees in towards the chest. Just take a rock from side to side, massaging that lower back. And then we'll start to rock all the way up and down the spine. Just take a few rocks back and forth and then come all the way over onto hands and knees into our tabletop position. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we're going to come into our puppy dog to start with. So walk the hands forward, take the chest down. Keep the hips stacked over the knees. So just adjust wherever you need to and just take the forehead down to the mat. Really sink the shoulders down. So feel that length underneath the shoulders in the armpit area. Feel that lengthening of the side body as well. If you're comfortable here and you'd like a little bit more, you might bring your chin towards the mat and really send your heart down. It's a really nice opening through the front body, through the abdominals, and then also for the shoulders, and the armpits, the arms. Just taking one more breath here. Slowly start to walk your hands back towards your knees. Coming back into our tabletop position, we'll take just a couple of cat-cows. So drop the belly, lift the gaze, open the heart, send the heart forward between the shoulders. Exhale, round, push the mat away. Come back to neutral, and then we'll open up the right arm towards the sky, press into the left palm, and exhale, thread the right hand underneath the left. Inhale, open up towards the right, reach up, and exhale, thread. One more inhale, and exhale, thread. Hold this time, just taking the side of the head down, taking the back of the forearm of the right arm, pressing it into the mat as you might push gently into the left hand as well. Feel that nice opening behind the right shoulder blade. And take an inhale as we slowly unravel, reaching up towards the sky with the right arm, and exhale, release. We'll open to the left this time. Inhale to reach up, and exhale to thread underneath the right. Inhale, open towards the left. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. And exhale, thread, and hold this time for a couple of breaths. Take the side of the head down. Maybe come onto the right fingertips to help press and open a little bit more. And really press the back of the left elbow into the mat. Just helps get that nice twist and that opening through the left shoulder blade. Take the right palm down. Inhale to open all the way up towards the left. And exhale, release the left palm down. And then we'll come forward. Just walk the hands one hand's distance forward. Shift the hips forward as you inhale, dropping the hips down. So trying to create that straight line from the head down towards the knees. And then we're going to drop chin and chest. So taking the hips, keeping the hips sort of where they are. Take the elbows back rather than out. And then drop the chest down and the chin. So you have that nice arch in the back as your chest and chin come down, but your hips stay high. So that really nice opening through the front body, a really nice arch in the back. If you feel any pinching, please just pull back a little bit, maybe drop all the way down. Just taking one more inhale here. Remember to keep those elbows in. And then as you exhale, slowly lowering the hips all the way down to the mat. Take the forehead down. Take an inhale here. Open the mouth, sigh the breath out. And then take the fingertips just underneath the shoulders. Inhale to lift up. Using the back body, engaging the back body here to lift yourself up. So squeezing the glutes. It's almost as if you were to let go of your fingers, you could keep yourself maybe halfway up. So you want that engagement of the back and then just a little bit of help from your hands. Keep those elbows in. Exhale, lower down. One more like that, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, ripple up. Exhale, lower. Take the palms back down under the shoulders. Tucking the toes here, keeping the knees down. Press your way back up through that low plank, and then take the hips all the way up and back, downward facing dog. So you might need to walk the toes in a little bit. You might need to keep a bend in your knees to start with to really find that length in the spine first. Press the heart back towards the thighs. Relax the head down between the shoulders. Press into the inner palms. Separate the shoulder blades on your back. And then you can begin to maybe walk out your dog, straightening one leg and then the other. Starting to find some comfort in your downward facing dog. So whether it's a pose that you've done 10 times or 10,000 times, there's always somewhere where you can find something to work on, something to feel into, and something that might feel different every time you do it. There's always something to remind yourself of in your downward facing dog. Right now for me, it's to press the inner palms down. So I find that my weight automatically goes to my outer wrists, outer palms. So I'm constantly reminding myself to press into the inner palms, but also to relax my shoulders down, to give my head some space. And then we'll bring our toes together in our downward facing dog. Lift the right leg high, open the hip, bend the knee. That nice opening through the right hip and at the back of the left calf. As you inhale, re-square the hips, lengthen through the right leg, come high on the left toes, shift your weight forward over the hands, and bring the right knee in towards the chest, so rounding through the upper back, high on the left toes, softly placing that right foot down between the hands. Left knee comes down, inhale, Anjaneyasana, reaching up. Try not to let your hips just sink down here, so pull the inner thighs together towards one another, press into the front heel, reaching up with the hands. And really opening the heart here. So imagine that your chest is coming up towards the sky, but without sort of arching in the back. So also send your hips forward. If that means opening your arms into cactus, please do so. Really sending that left hip forward. And then inhale here, reach a little bit higher. As you exhale, take the hips back, half split. The right toes come up towards the sky. Right hip comes back, belly towards the thigh as you fold over the right leg. Shift forward, half low lunge, reach up. And exhale, shift back, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, shift forward, low lunge, reach up. Exhale, half split, hips back. Two more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach. And on this last one, we'll fold down. And then untuck the left toes and take a seat on the inside of your left leg. If you need to shift that calf out from underneath you to be able to sit down, go ahead. And then reach the right hand back behind your right hip, turn onto the outside of the right foot, and keep the back of the left foot down. We're going to press up as you inhale, pressing into the outer edge of the right foot and the back of the left foot. And then we'll exhale, slowly releasing down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down. Do a couple more, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. This will be the last one, inhale. And exhale, slowly releasing down. And we're going to fold over this right leg. So inhale to reach your hands up. And exhale, fold down. So whether you're here or folded all the way down, keep a flex in the right toes. Keep that right leg engaged. Opening into the back body, your left hip. Okay, then we'll slowly press back up. And we're going to shift your weight forward, so bend through the right knee, come back into that low lunge on your right leg. And then take that right foot, so walk your hands to the inside of the right leg, take that right foot off the mat, just to your right side. And then lift all the way up, we'll come into our gate pose. So rest the right hand softly on the right leg, reach up and over with the left arm. Feeling that nice opening in the left side body. Inhale, reach up and all the way over to the left side for a nice stretch through the right side body now. So really press the hips forward here as you reach up and over with the right hand. Inhale, reach up, use your core to lift yourself back up. And then bring that right leg back on the mat, tuck the left toes, lift the knee off of the mat, and inhale, reach all the way up, high lunge. So we're going to run a similar flow to what we did between our low lunge and our half split. So we'll inhale here in our high lunge. And as we exhale, we'll shift our weight forward, straightening through the right leg and shifting into a sort of modified pyramid. So the arms come wide back behind you, backs of the palms pressing up towards the sky. The spine stays long and keep your weight forward, so press into the left toes here. You should get a nice stretch through the back of the right leg. Inhale, bend through the right knee, reach up towards the sky. So you want to be shifting your hips forward here, feeling that nice stretch in the left hip flexor as you reach up. And then shift forward, straightening through the right leg. Inhale, bend, and reach up. Exhale, dive forward, straighten. Inhale, bend, reach up. And exhale, pyramid. Inhale, reach up. This time we're going to come forward into our warrior three. So shift your weight all the way forward as you take your arms back once again. And then inhale, shift the arms up overhead. Keep the hips square to the mat. The left toes are flexed. So you want to try and create that T shape with your body. So shift your chest down, your left leg up, or vice versa. Maybe you're shifting your weight forward. So just engaging your back body here to keep your whole body in one straight line, just your one right leg keeping you up. And then bend through your right leg, take your left toes back softly behind you, reach up, high lunge, and then take your arms down, right leg steps back. We'll run through a vinyasa, so coming into a high plank. As you inhale, shift your weight forward, your shoulders past the fingertips. Exhale, halfway down. Drop your knees if you need to. Inhale, upward facing dog. Opening the chest, sending the heart forward between the hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remembering to take rest or skipping any vinyasas whenever you need to, coming into your child's pose or your resting pose of choice. This is your practice. Remember to listen to your body, listen to what your limits are today. And take the toes together on the mat. We'll come to the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Keep that left shoulder pressing down as you take the left knee a little bit higher towards the ceiling. And then come high on the right toes, round through the upper back as you shift your weight forward, tucking your left knee in towards the chest. And softly placing that left foot down. Take the right knee down, inhale, low lunge. Again, tugging your inner thighs towards one another to engage and lift your pelvic floor as you reach up into your low lunge. Take an inhale here, reach up, open the heart. And exhale, shift the hips back, toes come up towards the sky and fold over the left leg. So really try and tug that left hip back, square off the hips towards the front. And then inhale, shift forward, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, forward, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, last one here. And exhale. Well, we'll do, that was the second last one. Inhale. And exhale, fold back. And we'll come to that seat. So untuck the right toes, maybe shift your right calf out of the way as you take a seat down next to your right foot. And then take your left hand back behind you, shift onto the outside edge of the left foot, and then keep the back of the right foot pressing down. Press into the back of the foot and the side of the left foot as you inhale, lift the hips. Reach up and over with the right hand. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. I find for balance and stability, it's a little bit easier if you look down towards the mat as you inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. We'll do just one more on this side. Inhale. And exhale. Lowering down, setting up to fold forward. So just making sure that you're grounded on both hips here. If that's really impossible for you, I didn't say on the other side, but you can always prop underneath that left hip to sort of even it out a little bit. Flex the left toes, reach up and fold forward as you exhale. Slowly start to walk the hands back up. And then take the hands forward in front of you, shifting up. Take the left leg out off of your mat. Reaching up, left hand comes onto the left leg. Reach up and over with the right arm. into your gate pose. So pushing that right hip out towards the right side, but also pushing the hips forward a little bit, engaging the glutes. Feeling that nice stretch in the right side body. Inhale, reach up and over towards the right side, placing the hand down on the right side. Reach up and over with the left arm, reaching into the left side body now. And then inhale to come back to the center, using your core here to lift your body up. Taking that left foot back to the front of your mat. Taking your hands either side, tuck your right toes, lift the knee. Set up for your high lunge, so really ground through the feet. Inhale, rise. So take that, again, the right hip forward. So you might bend through the knee first, push the hips forward, and then start to straighten a little bit through the right leg. And then we'll really open up the heart here. So open the shoulders wide if you need to cactus the arms to do so. Otherwise, keep your arms lifted. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, we'll straighten through the left leg. Take the arms back behind you. Inhale, high lunge, bend through the left knee. Exhale, that modified pyramid. Keep your weight shifting forward as you lean over the left leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend and rise. Exhale, straighten and fold. One more here, inhale. This time we'll shift forward into our warrior three. So shift your weight forward, tippy toe that right foot off of the mat. Take the arms back behind you. Square off the hips, make sure you're set up in your warrior three. So you might straighten a little bit more through that left leg. Flex the right toes and really press the right heel back behind you. And then you might lengthen your arms overhead, make that T all the way from your fingertips to your heel. Take one more breath here, inhale. As you exhale, bending through the left leg, taking the right toes back behind you. Inhale in your high lunge. And exhale, palms down to frame the left foot. Take the left foot back to meet the right. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Again, dropping your knees if you need to. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhaling into upward facing dog. Open the chest, send it forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we'll flow through that one time together. So take the toes together on the mat. Inhale, lift the right leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale to reach the right leg long, square the hips, and then exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest. Place the right foot down, drop the left knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. With the exhale, we'll open the chest here, cactus the arms, send the heart forward. Inhale, again to reach the hands up, and exhale, fold forward, half split. Take the hips back. Take a seat down behind you, reach the right hand back, turn onto the right edge of the right foot. Inhale, press into the left foot to lift the hips. Exhale, lower down. Bend through the right knee, step forward. Tuck the left toes, coming up into a high lunge. Inhale. And exhale, straighten through the right leg. Fold over into that modified pyramid. Inhale, high lunge. And exhale, shift the weight forward now, warrior three. Inhale to reach the arms forward. And exhale, standing splits, taking the palms down just in front of the right foot, folding all the way down, forehead towards the knee. Inhale to re-straighten through the spine, so coming back to that T position. Turn the right hand over towards the left side, coming onto the right fingertips, and then open the hips towards the left, half moon pose. So flex the left toes. You might bring the left hand to the left hip, or open the left hand up towards the ceiling. Working on your balance here, you might shift your gaze up towards the left hand. And you might play with taking those right fingertips off of the mat. Taking one more inhale here. As you exhale, shifting back towards that T position, so closing the left hip down. And then bending through the right knee, sending the left knee back behind the right, coming into our Gomukhasana legs in a very awkward way. It's not just you, I promise. We're going to just come into, sorry, not Gomukhasana, we're going to keep that right foot grounded. So keep flexing both feet. Hook your left elbow onto the right knee. Make sure that right hip is pressing down. Take the right fingertips back behind you, coming into a twist. So inhale to go long in the spine. Exhale to turn and look over your right shoulder. Inhale to grow a little bit longer. You might even hook your left elbow on the back of the right knee and help yourself to turn a little bit more towards your right. And slowly unraveling, we'll turn back towards the front. Take that left leg back behind you. Take the left heel down and then windmill your arms all the way up into Warrior Two. So opening your hips towards the side, arms reach long. Flip your right palm, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. And exhale as you windmill the arms all the way forward. Extended side angle, right elbow, right knee, or right fingertips inside the right leg, right foot. So keep pressing the hips forward, tuck that right hip underneath the left. Maybe looking up or keeping your gaze down. One more inhale here as you reach up. And exhale to turn onto the left toes, frame the foot. Send the right foot back. Inhale to shift your weight forward. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one clearing breath all together before we move to the left side. So inhale to fill all the way up. Open the mouth and side out. Take the feet together on your mat and inhale the left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, re-square the hips, extend the left leg long. Exhale, shift your weight forward, tug the knee in towards the chest. And then softly placing that left foot down, lower the right hip. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge, one more time. Exhale, half split. Untucking the right toes this time. Take a seat all the way down. Take the left hand behind you. Turn onto the outside of the left foot. Press into the right foot. As you inhale, lift the hips high. Exhale, lower down. Bend through the left knee. Come forward. Back through your low lunge. Tucking the right toes. Lift the right knee. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Straighten through the left leg. Modified pyramid. Inhale, high lunge. And this time into our Warrior Three. Shift your weight forward. Right foot comes up off of the mat. Make sure your hips are square. Reach the arms up and overhead. And then taking the hands down, standing splits, sending that right heel high and the forehead down towards the shin. Inhale back through that T position, lowering the right heel down and then opening the hips towards the right side, half moon. Bringing the right hand either to the right hip or all the way up towards the sky, keeping your balance if you can. It might help to keep your gaze down at your left fingertips, or you can try to play with shifting it up towards the sky. Wherever you are, try and keep your heart open, keep your shoulders away from your ears, create space for your neck to grow long. One more inhale here. And exhale, come back to that T, so closing off the right hip. And then bend through the left knee, send the right knee behind. Take a seat down. Make sure that left hip is coming down on towards the mat. Keep the left foot down, hook the left knee with your right elbow. Take the left fingertips behind you. Inhale to grow long in the spine. Exhale to twist, turn to look over your left shoulder. Take another inhale to grow long. You might even hook your right elbow in front of your left knee and twist. One more inhale here. Exhale, twist. Slowly unraveling as you turn back towards the front. Stepping back into your high lunge. And then taking the right heel down, bending through the left knee. We'll inhale to windmill the palms all the way up. Reach the arms wide as you settle into your warrior two. So hips open towards the side. Flip the left palm, reverse your warrior. And exhale to windmill the arms all the way forward. Extended side angle, reach up and over with the right hand. Or your fingertips can come to the inside of your left foot. Again, keep tugging that left hip under and pressing down into the outer edge of the right foot. So you'll feel that nice stretch through the outside of the right hip. And then reach all the way back with the right hand. Turn towards your left foot, come onto the right toes. Plant the palms, take the left foot back. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, vinyasa. Or your option, as always, to skip your vinyasa and meet us back in downward facing dog or your child's pose. We're going to flow through one more time, but we're just going to add on at the beginning. So we're going to bring our toes together on the mat. Inhale, lift the right leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. And here we're going to flip the dog. So keep your legs where they are for the moment. Come high on the left toes. Shift your shoulders over your wrists and then turn onto the outer edge of the right foot. Come onto the right fingertips and moving as slowly as you can here, as controlled as you can. Coming onto just the tip of your right toes and then press into the left hand. Press the hips up and back, reach up overhead with your right hand. That nice opening through the hips, really pressing the hips up. Turn back towards your mat, placing the right hand down. And then shift your weight forward, tuck the right knee in towards the chest. Take the right foot over towards the left side. Spin onto the inside edge of the left foot, take the hips down. And then lift the left arm as you open up again, press the hips up towards the sky, press into the right hand, fallen triangle. Exhale to lower down. Maybe keeping your hips hovering as you turn to place your left hand back onto the mat. Squeeze that right knee in towards the chest. Place the foot down. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge once again. Untuck the left toes. Exhale, half split on our way to take a seat. Take the right hand back behind you. Turn onto the right edge of the right foot. Inhale, lift the hips high. Press into the back of the left foot. Exhale, lower. Bend through the right knee. Come forward. Tuck the left toes. Inhale, high lunge. Straighten the right leg as you exhale. Modified pyramid. Inhale, high lunge. And exhale, warrior three. Keep the arms forward this time. One inhale here. And exhale, half standing splits. Left heel comes high. Inhale to that T shape. Bring the left leg down. Right fingertips to the mat. Inhale, half moon. On your next inhale, slowly closing off the hips once again. Inhale to half lift with the spine. Bend through the right knee. Take the left knee down. The left toes down and the left heel. Inhale and windmill the arms all the way up, warrior two. As you exhale, settle in. Flip the right palm, reverse your warrior. And exhale, reach forward, extended side angle. Inhale and reach up and back behind you with your left hand. You might hook the right thigh with your fingertips, or if it's available to you to take the bind, reach under that right leg with your right arm and hook your fingers together. But if you do so, just keep pressing that right hip underneath the left, trying to stay as open in the hips as you can. And then look down at the right foot. An option here to stay here, or take a step forward with your left foot, come onto the right toes, and see if you can stand all the way up. Coming into your bird of paradise, if you can extend the right leg, great. If not, stay here. And we'll slowly lower back down exactly the same way we came. So lowering the right toes down, stepping the left toes back. And then slowly releasing the bind. Reach the left arm up and over. And then spinning back down towards your mat. Flow through your vinyasa, so take your right toes back. Inhale, shift forward, exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Taking one clearing breath all together here. Inhale to fill up. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Toes come together. And this time we'll lift the left heel high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Coming back into our flip dog. So come high on the right toes. Shift the weight forward. Looking down between the palms. Spin onto the outside edge of the right foot. Come onto the left fingertips. And slowly, controllingly, with control, taking the left big toe down. Pressing the hips up. Press into the right hand as you reach up and back with the left. Turning back to look on the inside of your right hand. Slowly coming back, squeeze that left knee in towards the chest. Send the left foot over towards the right side. Spin onto the inside edge of the right foot. Press the hips up here. All in triangle. And then coming back towards the front, seeing if you can maybe hover your hips for a second. as low as you can towards the mat. Spin onto the right toes, tuck that left knee in. And then draw it in, softly placing the left foot down, right knee comes down, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split, left toes high. Inhale, low lunge. Untuck the right toes. Exhale to sit all the way back. Left hand comes back behind the hip. Inhale, reach up, press into the back of the right foot. And exhale, lower down. Bend through that left knee, come forward, tuck the right toes, inhale, high lunge. Exhale, modified pyramid, stay high on the right toes. Arms come back behind you. Inhale, high lunge once again. And exhale, shift your weight forward, warrior three. See if you can keep your arms up overhead this time. Inhale. And with your exhale, standing splits. Right heel comes high. Inhale, coming to that T, lowering the right leg slightly. Take the left fingertips down, open the hips towards the right side for your half moon. Make sure you're flexing the right toes here. Stay strong in your upper body. Keep that length in the spine. And then with your exhale, turning back towards your mat. Bending through the left knee, just slowly place that right leg back behind you. Windmill your arms all the way into your warrior two. With your exhale, settling in. Flip the left palm, reverse your warrior. And exhale to windmill the arms forward, extended side angle. Reach the right arm up and back behind you towards your sacrum. Keep it there or hook your fingers onto your thigh if you can. If it's available, go for the full bind. Press your tricep into the inner left thigh and take that grip behind you. And then looking down at the left toes, you can either stay here in your bind or working on your bind, or you can take the option to step the right toes forward to the front of your mat. Come onto the left toes, ground down through your right foot as you stand all the way up. Press the hips forward. Really try and stand tall, open the shoulders, take them away from the ears. Have a go at straightening through that left leg. If it shakes, perfect. And then coming back exactly the same way, bend through the right leg to bring your left toes down. Take a step back with your right foot, coming back into your bind. Inhale to slowly release the bind, reach up. And exhale, vinyasa. Plant the palms, frame the foot, take the left foot back. Inhale, shift your weight forward, exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take one clearing breath all together once again. Take a big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth side out. And then take the knees wide on the mat. Take the big toes to touch, hips back onto the heels. Forehead comes down, child's pose. And just allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm here, or at least begin to take some normality. Begin to slow down. then we'll take the forehead up, shift onto your belly. So just come all the way forward and lie down, taking the forehead down. And then come onto the elbows, come into your Sphinx. So really gripping the mat here. Make sure the elbows are more or less underneath the shoulders. And then grip the mat, pull it towards you to pull your heart forward between the elbows. So you should feel that nice opening through the front body, and that little slight compression through the spine. And then press into your left hand as you bend the right knee. Reach back with the right hand. And see if you can press into the back of the right foot to bring it all the way down. And you might keep your toes pointing towards your knee, or see if you can turn your fingertips towards the same way as your toes, so towards the front of your mat. And get a nice opening through that right shoulder as well as you take that elbow in towards the midline. And then of course that nice opening through the front of the right thigh and the hip. Slowly releasing that one down. Coming back to center in your Sphinx. Setting up your right side, gripping down onto the mat, bending the left toes and reaching back behind you. And grabbing on, staying here or pressing the foot down towards the butt. And then if you can turn the fingers towards the front, you'll have that nice opening through the left shoulder as well. Keep pressing into the mat with your right hand to open the chest. And then slowly releasing that back behind you. Coming back to center. And then lowering the chest down, open your wings and bend through the right leg first. Send the right foot back behind you. So coming into this nice twist, and you should get a nice opening of the left shoulder. Take the right fingertips just in front of the face, take the side of the head down. And then you can just stay here and play with where your knee is. So that'll give you different intensities in your twist as well as that stretch through the front of the left shoulder. If you need to decrease that stretch at all, just walk your hand down a little bit further towards your feet. And if you'd like a little bit more, you can hook that left foot on the inside of the right knee. And we'll slowly release that one, coming back to center and reaching the right arm out and taking the left foot back behind you. Left fingertips in front of your face. And then again playing with that knee and playing with the hand depending on the different intensities that you'd like today in this pose. And just listening to your body, knowing that where you are today might be different to where you were yesterday. And those expectations that you set of yourself of where you should be are just that, they're expectations. It might be very different to where you are actually. It's completely normal to be a little bit tighter or to feel a stretch differently from day to day. So try not to set yourself too many expectations of where you think you should be. And we'll slowly release that one. Coming back to the belly. Take the arms underneath, the hands underneath the shoulders. And we'll just press back up. Take a seat and send your feet out in front of you. Butterfly the legs, so take the soles of the feet together, the knees out into that sort of diamond shape. So try not to bring the feet too far in, stay in that diamond. And then we're going to fold forward. So take the hips back, sit the belly forward, the chest forward, and then tuck the chin towards the chest and just roll all the way down, rounding through the spine. So this nice counter after any kind of back bends. Just allowing gravity to bring that natural curvature back to the spine. Allowing your head to relax down, releasing some tension in the back of the neck. And really breathing here, so feeling the expansion of the side ribs and your back ribs up towards the sky. And with your exhale, feeling the effects of gravity, feeling that sinking sensation. Take another 3 breaths here, really breathing deeply. Following your breath all the way down to your tailbone. And then we'll slowly start to restack the spine, moving slowly. And then just readjust towards the center of your mat. We'll just do a little ab exercise before coming into our Shavasana. I promise it always makes it so much more worth it. So come back onto the elbows. So this nice little mermaid position, as though you were posing for a photo. And then take the toes to the mat. Take your feet together, your knees together. Inhale, send the toes long, hovering them off the mat. And exhale, draw them in towards the chest. So really as though you were going to touch your nose towards your knees. Inhale, just hovering those toes off of the mat as far as you can go. Exhale, crunch in. So knee towards the nose. Inhale, hover the toes, lengthen the legs. Exhale, crunch. So sort of drawing circles with your feet. Inhale and exhale, crunch. Inhale, send them long. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, long. Exhale, crunch. We've got 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, send the toes long. Exhale, crunch it in and hold. Really press into the elbows, press your nose in towards your knees in towards your nose. And exhale, take the feet down. Oh, release. Come straight into your Shavasana if that's what's calling you right now. If there's anything else that you would like to do, please go ahead. So take your feet wide on the mat, your arms wide, palms up towards the ceiling. And really just allow yourself to be here for a few moments. Allow yourself to let go. Let go of any expectations, let go of any control. Allow the breath to just be. Allow your body to just be. And know that you are exactly where you need to be. You are exactly what you need to be. You are exactly who you need to be in this very moment. Changes, development, tasks, they can all come later. You can pick them up in just a moment. After you take just this little moment for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me for your practice today. Namaste.